Be the person who still tries after failure, after frustration, after disappointment. Be the person who musters up the courage to believe that a new attempt can bring a new outcome, because eventually that's the one who wins. I learned very young, you don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. And you do that every single day. And soon you have a wall. And soon you have a wall. You have to let go of the version of yourself you've been holding on to step into the one you were meant to become. When you release what's no longer serving you, you make space for what truly belongs. When you stop clinging to who you think you are, you unlock who you could be. The truth is, we can't be defined. The moment we label ourselves, we shrink our potential. I'm not confident. I'm not good enough. I could never do that. Those words build invisible walls around your growth. But here's the reality. You're limitless. To find your path, you'll first need to lose your way. To feel real joy, you'll have to walk through pain. To build strength, you'll face weakness. To find peace, you'll fight through chaos. To gain wisdom, you'll fall and rise again. To value connection, you must first understand solitude. And to evolve, you must welcome change. Stop waiting for people to notice. No one's watching. Stop chasing validation. The world's too busy. It's your job to believe in yourself. That's what matters. So keep going. Keep building. Because becoming your true self starts with letting go. When I say you're immortal, I don't mean your body will last forever. I mean you live as if time is infinite. You move through life unaware that every breath is borrowed. How often do you truly remember that one day this will all end? If you could hold that awareness, not as fear, but as truth, your entire life would shift. You'd stop wasting moments. You'd stop living half asleep. Because when you remember that life is brief, every second becomes sacred. That realization alone makes you spiritual. Not religion, not rituals, just awareness. When you know your time is limited, you start living with purpose. You begin to see the beauty in simple things. In breath, in laughter, in silence. That's how you understand the real value of life. It's short, and that's what makes it meaningful. Most people give up, not because they're weak, but because they stop believing in what they can't see. They forget the greatness buried within them. They stay in the stands, watching others play the game of life. But nothing changes until you step on the field, until you stop observing and start creating. Your past doesn't define your direction. It only defines where you started. If you keep driving through life by looking in the rearview mirror, you'll crash. Yes, you've been hurt. Yes, it's unfair. But if you keep holding on to it, you become your own cage. Let go. Free yourself. Stop living for applause. People's opinions won't fill the emptiness inside. Only self-respect will. Discipline is freedom, and order gives the lost a path. Don't let hopelessness become your identity. Your life will never rise higher than how you see yourself. So ask yourself, what drives you? If your reason runs deep, beyond comfort and fear, you've already started to transcend. Because real fulfillment doesn't come from what people say about you. It comes from what you know about yourself. We grow up believing we're not good enough, that something's always wrong with us. When people talk about self-love, many confuse it with vanity. But real self-love is about recognizing your own worth. When you truly see your value, you stop tearing yourself down. You stop calling yourself broken. You start treating yourself with respect. And that changes everything, because what you give out always comes back. If you start your day thinking, I'm enough, I'm grateful for who I am and the life I live, life starts treating you differently. Take your place in the world. Have a vision. Build goals. Be someone who adds value, not because it's your duty, but because that's the right way to live. Most people live by accident, letting others decide their path. Living with purpose means knowing your direction, even if the route is uncertain. Don't obsess over how you'll get there. Focus on where you're going. The obstacles you face aren't walls, they're conditioning. We've told ourselves for years, my past is the reason I can't move forward. But the truth is, your past doesn't define you. Your choices now do. You were told 2 lies growing up. First, you're nothing. Second, you can be anything. The truth is, you can't be everything, but you can be everything you already are. You have genius and potential inside you. You just haven't discovered it yet. You're not unqualified, just inexperienced. So when you chase your goals and life pushes back, remember, that's normal. Fear, doubt, and resistance mean you're close. Life has no out of bounds. The moments you want to quit are usually when you're closest to winning. You don't need more to be happy. You already have everything you need. True freedom starts when you stop chasing what's missing and start living what's real. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. Greatness doesn't come from feeling ready. It comes from acting even when you're not. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning. Make your decisions carefully, then honor them. Discipline is doing what's needed, even when you don't feel like it. That's what builds character, strength, and legacy. Life is a struggle, and that's how it's meant to be. Take on challenges willingly. See what you can build before your time runs out. Because if you strip everything away, your success, your status, your possessions, you're still enough. You always were. You are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. But there's a balance between striving for achievement and showing kindness to yourself and others. Most people live in attack and defend mode, chasing goals while forgetting compassion. True strength is when you can face a dangerous world with courage and still choose care. Pain, sacrifice, and hard work aren't punishments, they're proof of progress. Storms don't last forever. Winds calm. Rain stops. You're already connected to everything you need. It'll reach you when the time is right. When you visualize, don't just see the goal. See the bridge between where you are and where you're going. That's how your mind and body prepare for success. Fear kills dreams. Fear kills hope. It can stop you from doing what you're capable of. But when you push through fear, you build strength. You rewire yourself for growth. If you aim your life toward the highest good and move with purpose, everything else you need will align itself. The real competition isn't with others. It's with your own potential. If you dare to do the hardest thing you can imagine, your life will unfold better than you think. Visualize the highest version of yourself and chase that daily. Ask yourself, what's the benefit of holding back? What's the reward for giving up? There isn't one. The limits you see aren't real. They're inherited beliefs. You can't be anything you want, but you can be everything you are, fully, completely, powerfully. The goal isn't to give up desire, it's to desire the right things, in balance. So decide this. No matter what happens, you'll live in a beautiful state, whether that's joy, gratitude, curiosity, or peace. Suffering comes from focusing only on yourself. Shift your focus outward. Be generous. Be kind. Every day, remove the weeds, greed, negativity, fear, and plant seeds of growth. Because weeds and seeds often look the same when they start. When you realize life is short, fear loses its grip. You live fully. You speak truth. You chase your dreams with heart. You're all in, whether you choose to be or not. Life is temporary, so you might as well play the most meaningful game possible. Follow your passion first. Do what makes you feel alive. If you dread your mornings, it's time to change paths. That's not weakness, that's honesty. Change is inevitable. You can fight it, or you can work with it. Prepare for it, flow with it, because everything shifts, and those who adapt grow. You have 24 hours each day. Use them wisely. Build your future now, before life decides for you. If not now, then when? If we don't speak up today, what makes us think it'll be easier tomorrow, or a year from now? We wait for calm, for the right moment, but this is the right moment. Look back 1 year, 5 years. How often do we regret taking action? Almost never. We regret the silence, the hesitation, the things we didn't do. Responsibility isn't handed to us, it's claimed. And once we claim it, new paths appear. Not perfect answers, but challenges that shape us. So stay present, stay sharp, keep building your craft. Spend time with those who matter. Move your body, feed your mind, enjoy the sky, the stars, the stillness. And never lose perspective. Remember your mortality. You have nothing to lose. Keep your dreams pure. As we grow older, we cage our imagination with logic, fear, and responsibility. Fight that. Protect your vision. Protect your wonder. Because real growth isn't about breaking limits. It's about guarding what makes you limitless. But none of this happens without commitment. You have to decide. Act as if goodness matters. As if truth leads to freedom. As if your life has deep meaning. There are always reasons not to. But the only way to know what your choices create is to make them. Courage is everything. Without it, kindness, fairness, generosity, none of them last. Courage keeps them alive when life gets hard. Life is what it is. The more we resist it, the more we suffer. When we accept what is and still strive toward what can be, we find peace. That's when work turns into love, when what you do feeds your soul. Mastery takes thousands of hours of focus and intention. When your labor becomes your love, your impact multiplies. If the past still haunts you, it means the lessons are still trapped there. Face it, free the power it holds. You're not okay yet because you can be more. Don't just want comfort, want growth. Stop living only for the future. The present isn't a stepping stone, it's everything. Don't chase fulfillment later, find it now. Love demands courage. To love is to risk, to lose, to feel everything, and still choose connection. Freedom begins when you stop resisting your story. What happened, happened, and couldn't have gone any other way. Accept that, and you're free. When you connect with the divine, the source, the truth, you realize it was never outside of you. It was you all along. That's when the real love story begins. One with yourself, with life itself. Your outer purpose matters less than your inner one. True peace comes from being aligned with the moment, not chasing satisfaction in the future. And finally, listen to what calls you. That pull inside, that obsession, that interest, that's your compass. It's divine. Follow it. Ignore it, and you'll pay for it in ways you can't imagine. You'll have everything that's terrible about life in your life and nothing about it that's good. And worse, you'll know that it was your fault and that you squandered what you could have had.